Hello and welcome to Digital Assets class. First off, let me say I am not a financial advisor. These videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I encourage everyone to do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. So people ask me why XRP is my #1 digital asset. And there's many reasons for this. One of the main reasons, XRP is not a proof of work digital asset. It works off of the consensus technology, and in my opinion, it's a much better technology to run off of. You don't have to worry about it being mined. It's already pre-mined. So that's one of the reasons. XRP is faster than any other digital assets. It's more scalable, it's secure, and it's efficient because of the fact that, it's not having to be mined. Doesn't have to have a farm of computers running in order to, mine XRP. Now, to be completely transparent, I do own some other digital currencies, but I am 99.5% invested in XRP. The main reason, the #1 reason I'm with XRP is the company behind XRP. Now, Ripple has done a fantastic job with using XRP. Their use case for XRP, as most of you already know, is global payments, moving money from country to country, from institution to institution, bank to bank, across borders. Now, you look at the problem that they're trying to solve here. Today's payment rails don't cut it. They're slow. It takes 3 to 5 days to settle a payment right now if you're sending something cross-border. So if you're trying to send money from the United States to Europe, it could take 3 to 5 days for that to actually settle because of the old archaic system that it's using. In a world where 3 billion people are connected online, everything is digital now. Email, internet, streaming videos. You got cars driving themselves. Appliances can communicate. Global payments are still stuck in the disco era. And the main reason is because the payment infrastructure was built before the internet, and it's had few updates since. It's expensive right now, very expensive to send money across borders. 1.6 trillion in annual costs to send money across borders. It's unreliable. Swift's current messaging system that is used in order to do cross-border payments often has failures. People send a message to, that they want to send so much money or whatever across from the United States to Europe. Sometimes those messages get lost. And there's no way to trace it. There's no way to say, hey, where's it at? All you got is somebody on the other end saying, hey, we haven't received it. That costs banks and financial institutions a lot of money. So RippleNet, the problem, they're here to solve this problem. Their use case: Ripple connects banks, payment providers via RippleNet to provide one frictionless experience for sending and receiving money globally. Ripple is working better than any other blockchain out there. RippleNet runs on the most advanced blockchain technology. It is scalable, secure, and interoperates with different networks. Customers have optional access to source liquidity using the world's fastest and most reliable digital asset for payments, which is XRP. That's Ripple's #1 use for XRP is liquidity, and being able to provide banks a way to not have to store money in nostro accounts and fund these accounts with just having money just sitting there waiting for a message to say, hey, release these funds. They are growing at a phenomenal rate. Ripple CEO said that they are adding 2 to 3 customers a week to their new network. Excuse me. We've already went over some of these customers: American Express, MoneyGram, Western Union, SBI, These are just a few of the 200 plus customers that they have on board right now. And when you look at the leadership with XRP and Ripple, there's a lot of different coins, a lot of different digital assets out there. There are a lot of very smart entrepreneurs, young people that are getting into this space. But when you look at Ripple's leadership, they're experienced people. Brad Garlinghouse, who is the CEO, just to look at a little bit about him. Brad, the CEO of Ripple and a member of the board of directors. Prior to Ripple, Brad served as the CEO of a file collaboration service, Hightail. From 2009 to 2012, he was president of consumer applications at AOL. And prior to that, he held various executive positions at Yahoo from 2003 to 2009, including senior vice president. Earlier in his career, Brad helped to pioneer the voice over IP industry as CEO of Dialpad Communications. He currently serves as the board of directors of Outmatch and has held board positions at Ancestry.com and Toxic Health. Now, that is somebody that has a serious resume in the technology field. AOL and Yahoo are some of the biggest names in .com. And he has, positioned himself as the CEO of this company who's trying to change the world. And you need experience. Being an entrepreneur, being a young person starting up, it's great. I mean, you hit the ground running, so forth and so on. But when you're going after trillions of dollars in cross-border payments, you need somebody at the helm that understands and knows what they're doing, that has a work ethic and philosophy about what direction they want to lead a company in, and that has laser focus and understands exactly what needs to be done. They're not, flip-flopping around trying to figure out, okay, well, is this the best way or is that the best way? No. This guy has experience and understand what it takes to lead a company in the direction they want it to go. Another major person that I look up to and often, follow him on Twitter and pay attention very closely to what, this man says is David Schwartz. He's the chief technical officer at Ripple. David Schwartz, the chief technical officer at Ripple. David is one of the original architects of the Ripple Consensus Network. Prior to joining Ripple, David Schwartz was chief technical officer at Webmaster Incorporated, a Santa Clara software developer. He developed encrypted cloud storage and enterprise messaging systems for organizations like CNN and the National Security Agency. So, once again, you've got someone that has major experience. CNN, worked for the NSA, handling encryption. XRP is a cryptographic asset. This man has major experience in that technology and in that field. These people are very, very smart, have plenty of experience, and understand what it takes to make a company great and be successful. So when you're looking at different digital assets and you're doing your research, make sure you look and see who's heading up the project. What experience do they have? Have they done anything in this space before? Are they right out of college, starting up a company, hoping that, their idea and their use case is something that's, useful, something that, people are actually going to take and it's going to solve a real world problem? These are questions that you have to ask yourself when you're doing your research about these different assets. And like I said, I own other coins. I own Bitcoin. One of the main reasons I own Bitcoin is because Bitcoin was the first digital asset. But right now, Bitcoin really has no one heading it up. There's no one pushing Bitcoin innovation. Satoshi Nakamoto, the person that actually wrote the initial white papers on Bitcoin, no one even knows what this person is or who he is. So how is that coin, how is Bitcoin going to continue to be developed and made better? And who's pushing government regulation and so forth and so on behalf of Bitcoin? Now, yeah, you have other companies, you have other people that have taken up the mantle and saying, hey, Bitcoin is the way to go. And Bitcoin, like I said, was number one. So it's not going to go anywhere. Bitcoin is actually, I believe, in my opinion, it's going to go up in value because it can be used right now the way it is. But over time, the better technology, which is XRP, will eventually take center stage. And it will become the number one digital asset as far as market cap and this industry goes. Again, make sure you do your research, understand what you're investing in, and I will talk to you guys later. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and comment if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.